Would you like to be an astronaut? Would you like to blast off to space in a rocket? It's a cool job, but it's not easy. You have to work hard to learn a lot of science. You have to be able to squeeze into a small spaceship and not lose your cool. And you have to train your body to deal with the weird and wonderful world of space. Space is different from Earth. On Earth, we have gravity. Gravity pulls us toward the ground. It keeps us from floating away. In space, there's a lot less gravity, so everything floats. In their training, astronauts have to get used to this weird floating feeling. To do that, they ride in a plane called the Vomit Comet. It swoops and dives and makes them feel like they're floating. Some of them throw up. That's how the Vomit Comet got its name. Astronauts also train in swimming pools. Walking in space feels a lot like walking underwater. When astronauts have finished their training, it's time to head to space. They put on their flight suits. They use these flight suits for takeoff and landing. The flight suits keep astronauts cool. It will get hot inside the rocket during takeoff. Astronauts also put on helmets that have a microphone. This lets them talk to mission control. That's where folks back on Earth make sure everything is okay. After astronauts put on their gear, they check to make sure everything is in order. And then it's 3, 2, 1. Blast off! The astronauts are headed to space. Most astronauts go to the International Space Station. It's a spacecraft that orbits the Earth. That means it travels around our planet. Astronauts from around the world work at the International Space Station. They are scientists trying to learn more about how things work in space. They see if they can grow vegetables in space. Astronauts also study how their bodies work in space. Sometimes they have to go out and repair the space station. For this, they put on special white spacesuits and do a spacewalk. But astronauts in space don't spend all day working. They have to eat, which is not always easy. The food can float away. Going to the bathroom is tricky since everything floats. Astronauts use a special toilet with a hose that sucks up the stinky stuff. When it's time for astronauts to sleep, they zip themselves into sleeping bags. Then, they strap their sleeping bags to the wall so they don't float away. So, what do you think? Would you like to be an astronaut? Would you like to go to the International Space Station? Or to the moon? Or even Mars? No one has gone there yet. Then put on your helmet. Outer space awaits.